Why do Japanese people take trash so seriously? Why do they get so upset when people don't separate their trash correctly or throw it out on the wrong day? If you lived in Japan for any period of time, you know that if you don't separate your trash correctly or throw it out on the wrong day, you're going to get a lecture from your landlord and your neighbor. What does it mean to separate your trash? Well, you have one place for cans, one place for bottles, one place for household garbage, one place for plastics, one place for newspapers and magazines, and a separate place for cardboard. There's also another category called large items. In Japanese, it's sodaigomi. That would mean appliances and furniture, big things like that. Now, each building and neighborhood has a different schedule. Paper on one day, plastic on another day, cans and bottles on another day, cardboard on another day. Make sure you follow that schedule. But why is it such a big deal, and why does everybody take it so seriously? Well, number one, if you throw out your household garbage on the wrong day and it stays out there for a couple of days, it gets very hot in the summer. It's going to end up smelling bad. And we have crows, which means the crows are going to get into your trash and spread it all over the place, make a big mess. That creates trouble for the whole neighborhood. Nobody likes to see trash all over the ground. You see these garbage nets in front of buildings. They put those over the trash so the crows can't get in there. Also, space is limited. Streets are very narrow. If there's a bunch of trash just sitting on the side of the road for days at a time, it's going to get in the way. Japan produces about 40 million tons of trash per year. Most of that gets incinerated. There are about 1,000 incinerators around Japan, and 21 of those are in the Tokyo metropolitan area. Now, this is anecdotal, but I've heard people say that the plastic that gets separated still gets burned. It just gets burned at a higher temperature. So what is Japan doing about their mountains of trash? Well, they've implemented what they call the 3 R's. Reduce, recycle, reuse. Reduce. So plastic straws, we all know it's a big problem in the ocean. So a lot of companies like Starbucks started using paper straws a couple years ago. Unfortunately, that makes your coffee taste like cardboard, so they've gone back to plastic straws. They started charging for shopping bags. Now that makes a lot of sense, right? Your vegetables are wrapped in plastic, the cashier gives you another piece of plastic to put those vegetables in, and then they charge you for a plastic bag. Nobody's buying it. I don't think they're ever going to solve the problem with disposable chopsticks. You go buy a bento or go out to lunch, you're going to get a pair of disposable chopsticks. Those add up. Now, I think the problem is that if they use reusable chopsticks, they have to wash them. So the amount of water may come at a greater cost than the wood they throw away every day. Reuse. Well, there's really no secondary market for items in Japan. They don't like used things. Now, Uniqlo, I'll give them credit. They will take back clothing if it's from Uniqlo. And Mercari is a great place to get rid of gently used articles. Main thing to remember is learn how to separate trash like they do in your neighborhood, because your neighbors will treat you differently based on your trash separation skills. And should mention, there are a few people who have a little bit too much free time on their hands, and they will spend time watching the garbage heap, making sure that all their neighbors throw away trash at the right time and separate it correctly.